Welcome back, hunters. We are made her down to here. We have come full all this way, shooting fallow and roe deer along the way. We don't need that one. And red fox and rabbits, and of course the dumb pheasants. So today we're gonna go this way first, over to this little lake, and then we're going to continue the creek. And also, yeah, we're going to continue the creek because it comes around and up, and then we split off to go up that way, and then this comes down to where we finished when we did the wetlands. Yeah, so not seeing anything in there yet, but let's get rocking and rolling here. So yeah, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 1410, day 2. And yeah, so far it's all been going really good. We've been seeing lots, doing our part, getting rid of some of the crappier animals, which is going to pan out for us here when we sleep and go into another day, or even when we transition off into another year. But this area is really good because, like I say, you got these big open sight lines, and you can pretty much get some long shots in on whatever. We did one on a fallow there yesterday, about 400 meters, a little over 400 meters, because they'll run, but you know, you just got to get better position when they calm down, and bingo bongo, you got them. Another fallow zone there, and I think that was these guys, because we had their rare spot, right? Yeah, so we had their rare spot up there, but now we got them down here, and they're resting over here. So, you know, it's all good in the hood. But yeah, we say we are getting down to her now. We've gotten through pretty much most of the map. Caught us a fox over here somewhere. That's just over that hill. But yeah, we're pretty much getting ourselves to the point here where you just start picking who you want to start working on and go from there. There he is. What is he? It's a 1-star young. Oh, there's another one. And that's the adult female. I need a mature female. So when we go into objectives, this one here, I need 2 mature females, which we're not seeing over here. Yeah, 207. Oh wait, there's another one. That's an adult male, a young male. Well, we might just never know. Kind of make our way around here a bit. Gotta get a little better position over here. See, this is what I like. There we go. Adult male, young male, adult female, and a young female. Let's see if we can work some magic here. Oh, we got him. There we go. Off to a good start already. We'll continue up this way a bit, and then we'll come straight across at him. Just so we kind of have a marker of where to come back to. Oh, we got red deer in here too. kind of meander its way over to the way we want to go anyway. Well, yeah, like I say, this is nice. It's like this is like Aurora Shores. Um, Good chunk of spaces in Nez Perce, Elcrest, uh, Tickamoon. You got like these long sight, like you can see for a ways, and you can make them long shots, right? That's kind of like this area. Like as you progress into the other areas on this map, it is a little more filled in and a little harder to hunt. But it's as hard as you want to make it. You can move around, sneaky sneaks, and do your thing. All right, let's walk over here, grab this guy. Like I say, this is just, yeah, shoot for days kind of area, which is what a lot of people like. Nice and easy hunting. And you get to practice your longer shots. All right. There's this guy. He was an adult. Oh, left lunged him. Just in the front. Just got the front of the left lung. He was a 31.3%, so yeah, he was a good one to get rid of. We got $6 for him. Looks like they got a zone here. Red fox often. All right. We'll head back on down to the creek. Yeah, taking a look here, like, yeah, you see something over there, sure as shit gonna take a shot at it. It's easy walking when it's lying dead. If you can get a good shot, sometimes they move on me and I end up shooting them in the guts. Then you're chasing them for 1,000 miles. But hey, that's hunting. That is hunting. But it's not dangerous unless there's lead in the air, as my grandpa used to say. Yeah. Nothing's going down if you ain't pulling the trigger. Words to live by. Alrighty, so we're moving this way. Getting through this. But like I say, we're getting a lot of animals down here now, which I didn't have before when I was fucking around down here trying to get Vampire Boys shit done. I still got to get a spooked roe deer, which I still have not figured out how to do. Or have had the chops to actually shoot one of them fucking things on the run and let it make sure it dies. And yes, running it over with the bike does not work, doesn't count. I tried that. I tried. I did not want to buy it. And there's the red fox's drink zone. Who's these guys? Roe deer rarely. Just the one there, right? Yeah. And that's a roe deer. They're giving us new animals. Is it these guys? Roe deer are doing much better, as you can tell. Come on. Oh no, the zone's at the lake. Must be these roe deer. See, like they're a plus 2%. These guys are a plus 1. No movement on these guys yet. So that's okay. Yeah. And this must be the new fox we found. No, it isn't. Different fox. Dingo has no idea which animal's which anymore. That's okay. They're all doing better, and that's what the culling, as we're moving along here, is doing for us. Like when we sleep again into the next day, we'll check the fallow, and then they should be doing better as well. 320's got to put them over that. Oh no. He's on the side of that bank somewhere. Oh no, they're on the other side. Hard to tell. Like I'm getting 340 there. And I come down to, yeah, he's got to be up on that bank there somewhere. Keep moving up here. Red deer often. See if they sound off again here. There they are. Mature female. There's a 1-star mature right there. Alright, let's move up here a bit and get a better look at them. If you can, we definitely want to smoke a 1-star mature that scores piss poor. 1-star mature, he's laying down. Sure, who's this guy? Mature female. 3-star mature right there. And another 1-star mature. We definitely want to take one of them at 1-star matures. Let's kind of move over here a bit. He might be our huckleberry. Let's see here. I thought it was about 200, wasn't it? We're gonna get a little better action here. Yeah, 200. He's probably gonna turn as soon as I put the gun up now because I've been fucking around here. I look good. Oh, you just go sleepy sleeps. He's stumbling. There we go. 3 stars right there with him. Alright. Okay. A new shell in the gun. I'm gonna keep moving up the creek. Yeah, that one worked out well. And that's what this area will do for you, right? Like, yeah, spotted him. The 3-star is interesting, though. Maybe he'll go 4, maybe 5-star. It's hard to tell. We'll have to watch him. We'll have to watch. This is their area over here. Pretty sure that's their drink zones back there. But we'll come up here, see if there's a rest zone up here. Oh yeah, so far doing good. Got a fox, got a red deer. Things are starting out froggy. All good. All right, I think we're kind of getting down here, aren't we? We got a ways to go yet. Let's go up and see what we got here. See if they got a rest zone here, because that'll be helpful. Uh-huh. Got some flashing blue. Oh, it's a flashing blue. Is it a red deer rest zone? Or is it fucking roe deer? Red deer resting often. Perfect. So is it these guys? Yeah. So it's these guys. That's their drink zone right there. So we know Plunk. That's where the 3-star is. We'll watch him. Is that just a bush? Probably just a rock. Okay. Come uphill. Yeah, they're over there running still. This guy. He wasn't too janky. Uneven on the brows. We double lunged him. He was at 54.89%. What? It's all good. Nothing else here worth looking at. Gander back this way as we're coming down the hill. We do have that 3-star fallow, which I keep having. We have to check him, but he's kind of in a shit spot. But we'll check him. We'll check him. We got another day yet in this year, so I don't think he's going to go to anything, but you never know. Our boy's going to be 10. Hopefully he goes to be a 3-star mature, then a 4, then a 5, then in the lodge. That would be epic. Our melanistic. And yeah, like no, we've gotten some good trophies off this map, really. Like for initial map runs throughs, this is probably one of the better maps that I've had for initial trophies off the bat. I did fuck up Aurora Shores a little bit because I saved the private area till the end. But you know, I got like albinos and that, but yeah, 5 stars in between were a little rougher on that map for me. But it's an easy map to cull, that's for sure. Oh yeah, we can take. Oh, that's weird. I got that marker there. That'll get rid of it. Didn't show on the map. They're up here now. There's the 3-star. Mature female. Oh, maybe we can get that other 1-star out of there. No, that's not him. There he is. We can come up here and get a better view of him. He must be on the other side of that female. Is this him here? Yeah, that's him there. All right. Couple mature females, and then that's him right there. He's smart, hiding in the tree, this guy. both females there. Yes, and that's him right there, maybe. Uh-huh. That looks like a female, too. That's the big boy. Maybe something that looks like a horn. That one there is definitely a female. If I can get both 1-stars, I'll take them. Yeah, they're all females there. So where did he filter off to? He gave me the sneak here. Saying that's him. Maybe. Unless there's two there. I got one in him, but I don't know if I got one in him. We'll go up and check here in a minute. That's what makes this game fun. Alright. Miss anything here? No. Okay, moving along. This is quite a long creek. Who's this? Fallow deer drinking rarely. Okay. I want to get around to the big tree here. Then we'll go up the hill. Alright, this looks like a good enough spot to go. Head up here. I might have shot a mature doe. Very hard to tell. but it's not dangerous unless there's lead in there. It might be red blood too. We're gonna find out here right shortly. But hey, if you can get them lower ones out of there, that big guy's gonna carry this whole group. Let's see how we did. I thought I had what was shoulder, but he was kind of quartered in and facing ass facing me. Well, let's see what the story of the tape says. Oh, he's up on the road here. That looks like red. He survived. All right. We'll get you next day. Get you when we come back. Because there should be a young with you next time. All in all, this has been a very fruitful endeavor down here. Oh yeah. They went up and over and way over that way. All right, coming down to the trees here to continue up that way. Our lake should be over in there. I did hit the lake when I was on the quad. Get rid of you. And yeah, when I was doing all the lakes off the bike. And then, like I say, I do the creeks last by walking like this. But, you know, this is how we get into it. We got to get into it somehow, boys and girls, and this is how Dingo gets into it. All right, we're good to there. Continuing up here. Say it's a nothing creek, but it packs so much shit in it. There's animals all over it. And it's nice because you're kind of catching them in these valleys as you walk through. And because you have such a sight line on them, they're only going to go a few hundred meters, 200, 300 at the most once you take a whack at them, and then they calm down. And that's something I'm trying to find a really good area to test in New Laurentia. Because they do, but it is kind of like early release, so they've been doing monkeying with some of the animal mechanics just because some shit ain't working right. We did have them where they were all frozen there for a while, and it was basically shooting fish in a barrel. And yeah, so then they kind of fixed that, sorta. Like it cleaned up the ones that I had for sure. Like I did have, like I had the update where they were gonna fix it, and then I had to, and then when I was playing the first round after that update, I had like, and I only experienced like one or two before that, and then I had a whole whack of them. They're just standing there, like you can literally walk up to them and knife the thing if you wanted to. You actually had to put a shell in it to get it to move, and then once I went out and came back in, it was working again. So being early release, you know, I'm not really taking into account a whole bunch of the animals, because like I'm seeing females right now that have 4-star ratings, which I don't think is right. Unless the females have a star rating now, and I haven't read enough of the shit they put out to see that. But yeah, so I'm kind of not putting much into what the mechanics are, and I'm just winging shells over there. Just because. And plus I need money and experience, which is a whole new part of the game. It kind of takes you back to my starting days in 2017 in Call of the Wild, right? Where I was a level nothing with a 243 and a shitty scope, and everything I shot ran to the other side of the map on me, and you chased it for a day and a half. You know, and I like it. I like the fact that you got to level up and do skill points, and different levels give you different things, right? Because it kind of gives you something to work towards. I liked it in Call of the Wild, being fully experienced out in Call of the Wild now, except in bows. I am not fully experienced out in bows. There is one thing in the game that I do not have in Call of the Wild, and that is the 5-point bull sight, because I don't have enough bow points, because I am not a Robin Hood. Farthest thing from it. I prefer guns, and that's kind of what I use on the majority. But, a few challenges and stuff I got going, I've been using the bows more, so who knows, maybe one of these days I'll have the 5-point sight. But yeah, like even in this game, haven't used bows a whole lot, if at all. Like a few times I've taken them out, fucked around with them, but I haven't like officially hunted with them. Okay, so we have made our way down to here. So we're gonna. I have no idea why that's there. Okay, we're gonna fast travel back here, and we're gonna continue up. Let's see, what time is it? It is 4 o'clock. That's a long ways to go for a 4 o'clock run. But I could come up here. Anyway, we're gonna run anyway. We're gonna go as far as we can go till it gets dark. Then we'll sleep somewhere and bike if we have to. All right, getting back to this creek here. The big creek, which, it's actually, I think it's like almost longer than the ones that came down from the top of the map and went to the bottom, just the way it snakes here. Like this has been quite the endeavor, walking this creek from start. And this one actually, if you really want to get into it, does come from the top of the map, but it splits off a few places into lakes and stuff. And this is probably the biggest creek on this map, because like even the one that goes down the middle, which I thought was the big one, yeah, it took me way less time to do that one than this one's taken. But this is the last of the water sources that I know of. And I'm going to put that out there, that I know of. Because we did find some hidden lakes and shit that, once they go back, cleaning up some areas, some of the bigger black spots, I'm sure we'll find some. Road here over there. Wondering why I wasn't seeing anything, but I didn't have my fucking hunter sense on. Road here often. Let's come back this way again. Because Dingo's a moron. Wondering why it was brighter. I know it's on way to the 102. When you fast travel, it stays on. It's on all the time. Alright. We know there's a road deer over here. Climb up on this hill and take a look. Up on the next hill, I guess. Okay. Where the hell are these things? Don't be shy. Creepy crawl around here a little bit. hear him walking around. That's a 4-star. 2-star. And they calmly just ran away. If they were spooked, I would have took shots at them. You can't get a look at that 4-star. That's a pretty good roe deer being a 4-star. I haven't seen a decent fucking roe deer yet. He's probably about the best one so far. That was a pretty big group. There we go, there's a young. These fucking things are running back and forth over here. Yeah, let's fuck with Dingo. Go up in the bushes here. Uh-huh. There's a whole little fucking knoll there. Well, that just turned out to be pretty handy. He wasn't the good one. I don't know what he was. I could tell that other one was pretty good, though. Oh, let's see. Who is this guy? Oh, yeah, a little janky little one here. Oh, we hit him everywhere. Heart, everything. He was at 36.34%, the 1-star mature I was looking for. There we go. That works for me. I think he's part of this crew, right? Yeah. So we're going to mark that. Alrighty. Make our way back down to the river. He's just going to help him out even more, getting rid of that guy. That 4-star, we'll have to watch him. So if we sleep, we'll have to come back and take a look. See if he goes 5, because that is one of the animals I do not have a 5-star of yet. Them, the bear, technically the red fox, because I shot that 2-star that was a 98%, so you would have been a 5. Either way you technically want to take it. The jackal, I don't have a 5-star yet. Rabbits, pheasants, blah blah. Those guys, no one really cares about those guys. But yeah. Alrighty, coming back on downhill. Take me to the river. You guys know the song. And we're going to continue up the creek. So yeah, we got a 3-star red deer and a 4-star roll. Things are looking up. Oh, patch of water in here, I thought. Eh. It's all part of the road here. Oh, it's a wild boar. Drinking rarely. Red deer, rarely. All right, moving on. Another bridge. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's it. I gotta say that's probably the best roe deer I've seen so far. But I have been pretty much just kicking the tar out of those poor bastards. And I really kicked the tar out of them when I was trying to get that weird guy's fucking thing done. I was hoping they would. Man, I guess if I waited a little bit longer and he spooked, I flung a shot at him. Maybe I could have done. Maybe that was my best opportunity and I fucked it up. Could be. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no. I just want to catch him running way out in the open where I can fling shots all day long and hopefully just kill one spooked. Not in that fucking bushy shit like that. That's okay. I will be okay. One day I will finish that fucking thing and go and deliver the carcass in the middle of the night to the guy. And hopefully he'll be happy. Yeah, he wants to taste blood of calm and blood of spooked and see if it's different. So you know he's definitely like the vampire thing. And then when you go into all the cabins here, I don't know if you've noticed it, like even in ours, like over the lodge door, there's a bunch of garlic hanging. So they do kind of have like a vampire theme going here because yeah, like every lodge, even the Andes, when you go to them, there's garlic hanging above the doors. So we gained a roll. Got those guys. I think we just got those guys, and we just got those guys. Another group. Kind of working out. All right. More water in here. These and you know these janky little fucking one-offs here. This is where they're gonna be. They're not gonna be on the fucking creek either. Who's this? Wild boar. So that's the often wild boar zone. And you come back. Golden jackal. Are they good golden jackals? No, they're not. They're piss poor. Well, they're getting better. They're coming up too. Part of the golden jackal, right? Wild boar. They're all over the fucking place in here. A lap in here. Still wild boar. Uh-huh. Red fox now too. Let that go to the creek. Can you? We get a new red fox? Yeah, we did too. New red fox. And those guys are gonna come up. Those guys, we're working on those guys. Oh, okay, now it's taking through all the little lakes off to the side there. Alright, moving up. So we're getting into wild boar, more jackal, more fallow, red deer. Kind of everybody. Wild boar again. And the wild boar is so much fun. They are. Uh-huh. 2-star red deer. Mature female. 1-star mature. 2 star mature. Got 2 2-star matures? Yeah. Let's see here. Well, we got that one. Okay, now they're going. Oh, nice. Okay. Make our way up here. That was about 250. About 250 meters, I guess. My American friends, I'm not sure in yards. I think it's what is it? It's 2.1 something per. Yeah, 'cause a kilometer, 2 kilometers in a mile. So that's 2,000 meters. I can't do math right now. Sorry, boys. You guys have to break out the math app there on your phones and figure it out. Or Google it. Yeah. It's probably... yeah. Oh, we got a zone over here. I will get it on the way. Like I say, that's what I like. That's what makes this area down here so great. Because like I say, it just looked and oh, boom, red deer. Oh, we got rabbits. You can always take more rabbits. Yeah, they're spooked. They're running that way. You better be spooked. Hopefully I got the right one. They were kind of together. I didn't think they mixed and matched while I was forever getting the gun out. But he was facing us, so that worked out perfect. I'm going to guess a heart shot. It looked like a heart shot. Oh, give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Oh, there we go. Red deer often. Alright, here's this guy. Yes, sir. Nice. Right through it. There we go. That was a nice double lung heart. He was the 1-star mature. He was a 20.11%. So definitely a good one to get out of there. 400 buck in the pocket. And moving along. Who else hangs out here? Quite the active zone. Roe deer are often here. They're not oftenly hanging out over there. Alright. So yeah. Doing some good work again. See, now this is why tent would be awesome in Way of the Hunter 1. We do have them in Way of the Hunter 2. But, you know, you can just plop a tent and pick up from that point on, right? But no, they didn't think about it the Way of the Hunter 2. Guessing a tent wasn't realistic in Unreal Engine 4. I don't know. But we got them now. We got them now, and I am using it. Yeah, it's helped me out a couple times. It is fun to have. Though one thing though, I haven't made enough money to see if there is a limit to tents you can put on the map. I don't think anybody's answered that question yet. Because Call of the Wild has a limit that's 16 tents on one map, unless you use the little glitch fucking cheat there with the multiplayer. Yeah, so I know I see that zone there, but I'm gonna come back this way because I came up over here just to make sure I didn't miss a zone. Red fox. Okay, I think we're good. Alright. A little juke and jive through the fucking river here. Who this? Culling jackal. Back through. I haven't seen the little bastards yet either, so who knows where they're hanging out at. Way there. Way there. Alright. Moving along. Well, I think we're doing really good. So I do think we're going to have to walk down in this bottom more later on. Just because the creek's not going to cover it. Just to make sure old 9-rockers haven't fucking put another hidden little hotspot in there. Like they did with the old sneaky sneak off the map in the north. Okay. Little jukes around here. This river kind of flows kind of weird. Just saying. Just saying. A little weird flowing. Got all these little islands here growing in like a fucking motherfucker. Taking a look up top. Make sure we got all the creek first. Alright. Must be more rabbit zones. Yes, sir. Euro hair. Alright. Doing good, we're doing good, we're doing good. I'm gonna walk until it's dark. Yeah, you know, a couple red deer. Haven't run into much for fallow yet. I'm sure we'll see them here sooner or later. They gotta be resting or eating around here somewhere too. It's just kind of like their time. We're just lining up in that time right now. And that's kind of another reason why I run almost a full day. I don't do a lot of sleeping to age. Like I'll hunt the day, move on to the next day. And just because you get into more stuff that way. Oh, treat. There is a shit ton of zone here. Who is this? Fallow deer often. And it's not just them. Red deer often. Red and fallow deer hang out here. Oh, that must be this crew, right? Yes. This crew and this crew. You see how we're starting to get more animals down here now, right? And that's just from the drink zones. This is really starting, like they are pretty spread out. Like we've been through all the water up here. And as you can see, they are quite spread out. But, you know, there is a good population down here. Because they're able to be spread out down here, and I think that's kind of a little bit of the realism in it, that yeah, you got these big open plains, this creek that goes every which way through it, and the animals tend to be spread out down here, which is kind of like the popular spot to become, because the guys want these open sight lines like this. Like, yeah, I love these open sight lines. Like, you get up into the other shit there where you're in the fucking forest and the trees and you're trying to shoot between the roots to get something. Yeah, it's difficult. No more hunting. You gotta be a little more cagey. But down here, like you can see, you know, oh yeah, there's one 300 meters away. Boom. Like a shot at it, right? Makes it a little easier hunting. But it's all what you like to do. It's all what you want to do. Play the game how you want to play it, really. But I do like the fact that when you do spot the trophies in this game, or you do spot the good animals in this game, you know, you have a limited time to deal with them. Right? Because once they age out, they die. So if you're just aging them and you forget about them, next thing you know, oh yeah, I got that guy over there. And oh yeah, well, he fucking died of natural causes and he's gone. Which is the part of, that's what I really like about this game, is you affect how the herds are going to be. You affect how your animals are going to be. You affect how the trophies are. Right? And that's the hugest difference between, you know, a little more realism than arcade. Whereas Call of the Wild's arcadey. And no one's denying that. But I find a good animal in Call of the Wild, that thing's there till I deal with it. It ain't going anywhere. It's going to have the same 3 zones that it's going to go back and forth on. And yeah, if I spotted him when I first started playing the game in 2017 and left him till now, he is still friggin' there. Unless they did like a revamp on the species and reset all the herds, which they've done when they did the red deer revamp and the roe deer revamp, and yeah, they'll reset herds like that. Same with the sheep when they introduced the desert ram, they reset all these sheep herds. So yeah, you know, you'll get stuff like that every once in a while. But on this game, you know, you find them as a mature. You know, you got 4 or 5 years, so you got 15 in-game days to deal with them. And, oh, you know, I'm going to age this guy, take him first over that guy. Oh, yeah, like you say, he might not be there, and that's the nice part. And, yeah, when you start whacking all the good animals, next thing you know, your herd's shit. I like that, too. And, you know, like, at the end of the day, it is a game. So you can only be so real in a game. I'm a wild boar, right? Because you can't make it like Hunter Classic. And I know I harp on Hunter Classic, but I love Hunter Classic because it took me like 2 days to find an animal to shoot in that game. And it's on PC, and yeah, it's kind of like an exclusive members club. You got to pay to play. And I like kind of how it was, but that was like the OG game. And when it first come out, you know, a lot of people didn't like it because, yeah, I got in the game, I got a gun, And okay, where's the fuck's the animal? Yeah, well, they're not there. You got to go find them. And yeah, they don't have zones you can mark. They don't have none of that. Like, you're not going to do this in Hunter Classic where you can mark off where they are and kind of have an idea of where they hang out. Or Call of the Wild, when you find a zone, he will be there at that time. You're not going to get that in Hunter Classic. But in a business sense of the game, you're trying to sell a hunting game. That's not selling games. When somebody doesn't know anything about hunting comes in and wants to play a hunting game and they can't find animals, they're just like, yeah, uninstall. This thing's a piece of shit. And that's what happens. At the end of the day, it is a business, right? These guys are in the business of hunting games. And I'm pretty sure Nine Rocks makes a few other games too. Alright, well, I made it to another bridge. I'm gonna keep moseying. But in a playable game sense, this is as real as it gets. This and Way of the Hunter 2. Right? You're still running into animals right away, but what you do affects what happens. And that's what it is. And there's a ongoing debate. Like, you'll have guys that go, mostly the huge Call of the Wild loyalists. I love both games. I like playing all hunting games. There isn't one I don't like playing, and I play quite a few. And there's loyalists that are gonna go, oh, yeah, Way of the Hunter, realism, oh no, the animals are janky and this, that, and the rest. Well, they're not. Like, Call of the Wild, I can set my clock and go hunt. Okay, if I go here, 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 and here and Call of the Wild, I'm guaranteed to shoot 15 animals because the whole friggin' herd's going to be standing there broadside waiting for me to fire. And it doesn't matter about ballistics, it just matters about the class of weapon you're using. This game here, brings in ballistics of the fucking bullets. Shot energy, speed, drop off at distance. You got to factor all that in here. And, and herd manage. Which, yeah, the Call of the Wild people are like, oh yeah, they all talk about and have videos on herd management and naughty-da. And that's all the grinder bullshit, right? There is no such thing as herd management in Call of the Wild. Not in its true sense. Because you're not herd managing anything. Because, I shoot diamonds and golds out of the herds. They come back with diamonds and golds. Right? Right? If you really wanted to break down the sense of herd management in Call of the Wild, shoot all your heavy animals and leave all your light animals weight-wise, and you'll spawn bigger animals. That's the gist of it. Where the heck is he? I heard him. I didn't catch the bubble. Sounded like it was this direction. Maybe. Let's take a walk up here. But yeah. And that's the difference in the games. Uh-huh. There we go. Hopefully you're a mature female. a little valley there. Let's kind of make our way over here. I think they're like on the other side of this knoll. $120. I don't know if I'm going to get to see them all that good. Another friggin' ditch. One ditch to the next ditch. Let's try this. I just want to see if it's mature so I can take it. I have the sneaky bastard perk. That's a male. I'll try the sneaky bastard approach. Maybe we'll find a good one finally. Adult female, young female, 1 star young. Usually 4 of them. Only 3? What's the fun in that? Well, we crawled our ass all the way over here. Okay. Let's go see how this guy was. Yeah, they were down in this fucking hole here. Yeah, the sneaky bastard perk really works. I'll show you guys that here once we come and collect this guy. No zone here? That's fucking odd. I know he was a young, but that's fine. Got him in the lungs. That's good. 14.32%. So yeah, he was a good one to get rid of. Got $1 for him. All right. So the sneaky bastard perk. It's this one. The true predator. After you've traveled 7 kilometers on your belly, you're 50% less visible, 50% more silent, but 30% slower. But you have to use the, you have to hit the slow button, which is the pushing down on the right analog stick for console. And there you go. But alrighty. Oh wait, now here's your zone. Perfect. Thank you. Oh yes, we'll make the long trek back to the river. Oh, yeah, so he was... Who's he part of? This crew? Yeah, he's part of that crew. They're going to be doing much better now. Alright. Back to the river. We're kind of getting up to where we wanted to get to. I was hoping to get down to that camp that we ended at there when we come across the wetlands. Which I think I got a good chunk of that creek done, but that's a good place to start from on the next one. So we're going to run this one longer, boys and girls. Dingo's doing a marathon tonight. Even though we're not live and I'm just recording, I can end and start this whenever I want, but I don't edit out. The blip you see in the middle is only because I can do 60 minutes on PlayStation at a time. So around that 55, 57 mark, I switch over. That's what that is, if any of you guys are wondering. Dingo's starting a new recording right from where he was standing. But we're going to run this one out. This might be a 2-hour endeavor tonight. But it's getting it done. It is getting it done. As the sun starts to set in Transylvania and the vampires come out. Well, that's one vampire boy down here. I think his name is Vlad. Yeah. So if I ever get the spooked roe deer, which, you know, my old reflexes aren't what they used to be. I might have to find a younger person to do this one for me. Maybe my nephew. I don't know how boned up he is on the hunting games. He's been into flight simulators. So, Hey, it's good to be young and have time. Yeah, I wish I was able to do this shit when I was younger. But I had to wait till I was an old guy. Alright, we're back down here. Yeah, I think we came up at the back end of this thing here. Yeah, we had that zone. We're making our way this way. Okay. Continuing down the river. Let's see who else we see. How far does this one? This one just jumped into here. Of course it goes around. I already got them. Alright. So this is like the road deer. Moving along. Is this the road deer too? This is hare. Road deer. They drink on the bank. It's actually a pretty big road deer spot. It's coming all the way down here. I noticed that like with their zones, like even though they have the flashy zones in this one, and just the question marks in Way of the Hunter too, I prefer the flashy parts better than the question marks because I have a hard time seeing the question marks. I'm hoping you're going to be able to change the colors of those so you can see them easier. And you might be able to, I just haven't fucked with it enough. Not being a PC gamer, it's some of the shit is a little more I haven't ventured into. Because the little bit that I play the Hunter still, that's about the only thing I do on the PC side still, but I have my controller key bound in so it works on a controller in that one. But you know, it's a little different on Way of the Hunter too. Oh, this creek's getting deep. A good spot for fishing. Well, we found the rapids. Parkour. This is where the river really gets going. It's undercut the bank. Oh, somebody's drinking over here. The road deer again. They rarely drink here, but they do drink here. And put some pressure on the bastards, that's where they're gonna come. Well, we're really getting into the rapids. That's cool. And I like how they do their water in this one. They made it pretty realistic. Like you can see the water flowing. They have the rapids where it's crashing off the rocks when it starts to pick up going through the rocks here. You know, those little extra bits which have, why can't I jump? Jesus. This one was a little deeper than I figured. Like, yeah, little shit like this, like these little details is what makes it. And even in Way of the Hunter 2, I was in the cave. For those of you that haven't been to the cave, yeah, there is a cave, and when you get up into the back end of it there, and you get your crappy light working, you can see the water coming out of the rocks, and it's like flowing down the rocks. And like, there's nothing in the cave, and I don't think there ever will be, but somebody spent the time to render that if anybody ever ended up here, we got this cool little feature here. Alrighty. I think we're getting to the crossroads of the creeks right here. We're going to continue on the down. And then that way takes us up to the last part of the creeks we got to do. That'll take us to the northern parts. But down here is where that camp was. So I want to finish running this out. Yeah, we're getting later, so we're gonna have to start a new day on the next one. Should be good. Then we gotta go check some things. Well, at least that's fallow deer. I'm gonna have to drive up the road to get him because going to the camp I've been trying to, you're like on the rock cliff face there, and I die every time trying to get down it. I've been trying to parkour down it, and I'm not that good at parkouring down the cliff. And actually, I don't think you're actually supposed to be able to. But if I could spot him from there, that's a good 800 to 900 meter shot. Oh dear. Euro hair. I'll come to the tree anyway. I get these guys in the open. Start flinging some shots. Here's the main road. And now they're super close. Two-star mature. No, you're not by yourself. Maybe he is. Can't be. He's by himself. He's going down. Yeah, nobody else. That's odd that a roe deer is by itself. See how good he was though. Being a 2-star mature, he's probably a high ender. But, you know, if you got no friends, no sense being here. He dropped pretty good. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we double lunged him. He was a 64.83%. Yeah. More money in the bank. Okay, we'll make our way back to the river again. Make our way back to the river. Because money's good. Yeah, because I ran out of money fucking with the albinos in the lodge. Because I figured the two of them should be on the same stand together. I think that's the tree we ended at, was right there. I don't remember. We'll find out when we get here. It looks familiar. Nobody else is yelling at me though. Going quiet in the night. Make sure it wasn't this tree. I don't think it was. I think we were past that. Alright. Yeah. We were past it. Yeah, it was this tree we went up. And we're gonna come down here to here. There's like a little bridge over here that I stopped at. And we're gonna carry it down. That's where we're gonna end. We'll end this episode down there. And we'll be sleeping at that camp tonight. And we'll start up the last few creeks. That's going to be the plan. But we got a ways to go yet. And I'm sure we're going to get into something. Okay, now they need this light in way of the hunter too. Oh my, come on. You can do it. You can do it. The binoculars aren't even underwater yet. Roe deer. It's probably him. Let's see. Roe deer looking good. Fallow we're going to find out about, but I think, yeah, it was him, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Just the one zone for them, so there's got to be some more coming down this way. Unless they're up on the other creek too. Which they could be, because I've noticed a few animals, like their zones are spread out. Found some deep water. Oh, come on. not that deep. Don't make me get the Kawasaki out here. Wow, boy. Piggies. The bacon is fun. Because, like, there's a whole whack of them. And then, like, if you catch them down below the main lodge, and you start rifling them there, then they'll want to run up the hill, but they're too short and fat to get over the guardrail. So I didn't know it until the first time it happened to me, but they come around the fucking guardrail right at me, and I wasn't ready for it. But yeah, you could pound away at them all day long. They're loads of fun, the piggies. Yeah, and that's the most 5 stars I got so far on this map. I have 4 of them on this map. There's another 4-star we'll check on, but I think he was only ever going to be a 4. But yeah, I don't think this is the bridge I was talking about. No, it is not. I want to make sure. I don't want to end it too early, boys and girls. I want to get it all. Plus the night time is the right time for night hunting. But yeah, this is a pretty epic creek. It's gotta be one of the longest ones in the game. Gotta be. But like I say, we're doing some good. And in the next, when we sleep in the next one, golden jackal. You have to find a 5-star of them still. Have not found one. That completes one of the missions. You got to get like a 1-star golden jackal and a 5-star golden jackal. And I found 3 stars, but I have never found a 5-star. And I've never marked them to continue on with it. But, you know, as we're kind of getting through everything nowadays, I will go back and start on the missions. Get as many of those done as I can. Because they're good money. They're real good money. Got a waterfall. Nobody hanging out at the waterfall. What about the next level? Oh yeah, there's somebody down here. Road deer. I don't know how they get down into that, but I guess so. Hoop hop. Hanging our way down the waterfalls. Got some more ones here. Oh boy. Another one of these floodplain effect things. Oh, this one goes way back. From the main creek, like it goes far enough back that yeah, that's why you gotta check them, because if you just check the river, you could have a zone hiding back here, which is why I come back on them. Even if it's a bird zone, no matter. All right. Another section of it. Yeah, I'm not on the main creek again yet. That's it right here. Okay, now we're back on the main creek. Go through the thick side of the island first. Red fox. Oh, didn't see that zone. Might have to redo this section. A young female. Usually more than one. Let's use these ones. Aha. Adult female. Where's the boys? One there. Adult male. There's usually 4 of them. If she was mature, I'd take her. Uh-huh. No, that's a rock. So there he is. Oh, that ain't working. Alright. They can fuck off. Can I see with the light on now? Yeah, they gotta be gone. Not what I wanted. Let's go up here to see if we can see this guy. Oh, the jackal's way over there. Okay. Alright, let's come back down here. I go deep real fast. Continue this way. Gotta be, yeah, we're getting close. Yeah, I hear you guys. This one here, wild boar. Our water feature. Alright, continuing on. Adult golden jackal. Mature female golden jackal. Okay, take a look. One star adult. Adult female, mature female. Young female. One star mature. Can you see him with this? With the light on? Oh, I can. Good night. Okay. Continue this way. Right across the fucking river. Oh, there's the other one. The gun come out a little quicker. He's right up here. Oh, better get this over here. That's their drink zone. There he is. Oh, double lung. Oh, and the heart. Oh, no, just the power of the bullet got the heart. He was at 31.73%. One star mature. $20 for him. Okay. Making our way. And we've come a long ways today. Wild boar zone. I'll walk this side of it this time. I will come back up the hill. All right. Yeah, the next bridge. The light does help with the binoculars. Does help with the binoculars. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure this is where we got to. Go a little bit past. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what we made it to. There's no other crossings. That's that trail right there. And then it hooks back up. Right. So, we did well. We came from this camp here. We went up over into here. Came all the way up and around down in here. Where we have been before. So, I'm going to come to this camp here. And this is where we'll be spending the night. Get the fire going. And yeah, so next episode, we're going to come up to here, probably on the bike. And we're going to come up this way. And then to here. Then we're going to take this one up here to those lakes, which I probably already have most of because I did the lakes. Then we'll come and take this leg over this way, which brings us all the way over to this lake. Now, that should be 99% of the water and everybody on the map. And as you can see, we have a fully populated map. Fully. We can hunt whatever the hell we want at any time now. And that's kind of why I do this. We will be sleeping, so that'll be day 3. I will come over here. And we need to check this fallow over here. He's the only one I haven't checked yet. But other than that, that's right. We went a little longer today just to finish off that bottom part of the river. I didn't want to leave it in the middle. And yeah, we'll be back to probably, who knows, on the next episode. But thank you all for joining. Thank you all for supporting. And we'll catch you in the next one. Dingo out.